Hello, hello. Are you there? Hello, Mercedes. Already, eh? Mercedes from just north of Madrid, and Enrique Alapont from Valencia. I have at least two viewers, two listeners, two watchers, two observers who are looking at me. My name is Richard Vaughan. I'm here to teach English, and as usual, to talk about different elements of the English language, about different aspects. By the way, Mercedes, aren't you supposed to be at school teaching now? You're the physical education teacher in Colmenar, and you should be working with your students and not sitting watching a computer looking at me. You are shirking your responsibilities. Interesting verb that nobody uses, to shirk. It's like shirt, but with a K at the end. To shirk means to renounce or not to pay proper attention to your responsibilities. Are you shirking your responsibilities by any chance? Por casualidad? By any chance? You wouldn't happen to be shirking your responsibilities, would you? It's interesting, the verb to happen. To happen is suceder, acontecer, acaecer, pasar, ocurrir. You have at least five verbs in Spanish for to happen. Of course, we have to occur. Ocurrir. Pero solemos usar occur in English para no se me ocurre. It doesn't occur to me. An idea doesn't occur. We usually don't use occur in the physical sense of happening. What occurred yesterday when you saw him? No. What happened yesterday? But you can say qué sucedió, qué aconteció, qué acaeció, qué pasó, qué ocurrió. Five different verbs. Of course, some of the verbs are not used very much in Spanish. Las cosas cotidianas que acontecen en la rúa is an expression of qué pasa en la calle. Lo que pasa en la calle. All right, fine. All right, so we have people. Frank Phillip, why? Excelente método de aprendizaje de inglés. Thank you very much. Urge una escuela que enseñe tan bien como ustedes. Where? Mexico. Del Yucatán. Valladolid. Yucatán. Wow. That's where Chichen Itza is. And I use Chichen Itza when I'm teaching. It's a book, it's a plane, it's a train. Chichen Itza, 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 Itza. Itza. All right, well, welcome from Yucatan. More. And Enrique, it's a pleasure, yes, sir, to go to an industrial area where I teach. In 1 hour, I'm going. In 1 hour, I'm going to an industrial area where I teach English. Okay, Enrique, in this case, we use the present continuous as future. In Spanish, you use the present simple. Mañana voy a la playa. Or mañana voy a Barcelona. In English, no. Tomorrow, I'm going to Barcelona. Of course, you can use the future. Tomorrow I will go to Barcelona, or tomorrow I'm going to go. There are three different ways of saying the future. Will is like an expression of voluntad, my will. Tomorrow I will go. Come hell or high water, pase lo que pase. Pase lo que pase. Tomorrow I will go to Barcelona. Come hell or high water. Que venga el infierno o aguas altas, o sea, de inundaciones y riadas. It's a very quite common expression. Come hell or high water, I will go. When you make a promise, yes, I will go, we often use the present, the simple future. Also, when we're talking about a condition, I will go to Barcelona if it doesn't rain. I will go to Barcelona if you pay for the trip, etc. So, and then going to future is just simply stating your intentions. Tomorrow I'm going to go. I'm going to go because I want to go. Yeah, that's why I'm going to go. I'm going to go. Don't worry, I'm going to go. No te preocupes, I'm going to go. Now I'm going to Barcelona. It's like in Spanish, el presente habitual. Mañana voy a Barcelona. Y voy en avión. No en tren. Mañana voy. Tomorrow I'm going. And so for you, Enrique, I'm going to an industrial area to teach English. Mercedes, you're between classes. You're stealing time, stealing quality moments to be with me. Yeah, we shouldn't, you and I, we shouldn't be seeing each other in this way. Don't you think it's could be a little bit dangerous, stealing moments to be with each other, you and me, Mercedes? Maybe we should step back, gain a little bit of perspective, and think about this situation, because it might not be the most recommendable thing. Stealing time, looking under the stones to find quality time to be with each other, Mercedes. I'm not so sure. Goyi, that means Gregoria, right? Goyi. Hello, Richard. Hello, Goyi. And Adolfo Diaz. Hello, Mr. Vaughan. Could you tell me what's the best state in the U.S. to learn English? Could you tell me the best state in the USA to learn English is? Could Could you tell me what state is the best to learn English? I would say probably Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Idaho, where there are no people who speak Spanish. Because if you go to Texas, California, New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, Nevada, Utah, Florida, New York, Chicago, you find too many Hispanohablantes, too many people who speak Spanish. And so you need to go to a place where you can't find a Spaniard or a Spanish-speaking person in 500 kilometers, in a radius of 500 kilometers. In Spanish, a la redonda, we say in a radius of 500 kilometers. So I would recommend Bismarck, North Dakota, or Fargo, North Dakota. You remember the movie? I would recommend you go to Fargo in the winter, in the snow, or Bismarck. Bismarck is the capital of North Dakota. And there, people are very, very nice. And everybody's indoors because it's 20 degrees below zero outdoors. And so you have no choice but to talk to people. Listen, I would recommend you go to Fargo or Bismarck, North Dakota. You need to fly to Chicago. And from Chicago, you get a flight to North Dakota. Look in the yellow pages that don't exist. Look in the internet and say, cursos de cocina. Cooking classes, fencing classes, esgrima, horse riding classes, any type of class in which the students are local people, where you are the only strange bird. You're from Spain or from Mexico or from Venezuela, and you're in Bismarck, North Dakota, and they have never seen a person from Spain in their life. And so you're taking a class in corte y confección. You're learning a sewing class, or you're learning how to knit. And you have people next to you, classmates, and it's easy to make friends with your classmates at the coffee machine during the break. And then presto, if you take 4 or 5 different courses in Bismarck, North Dakota for 1 month, you will find that you will have a lot of friends, a lot of new friends, and your English will triple in 1 month. So that's what I recommend. The best state is a state where there are the fewest Spanish-speaking people and where you can find good courses, cursos en inglés, no de inglés, where, I repeat, your classmates are local people. All right, next. Enrique, I'm sorry, I'm going. Yes, okay. Raquel, thanks for teaching English. Wow, llevo 45 años. I've been doing it for 45 years. Qué remedio. It's a what you call in Spanish cadena perpetua. It's a life sentence, teaching English. My God. And the problem is my students don't learn. So I consider myself a total failure. Kind of. All right. I love the Coen Brothers movies. Ah, yes, Adolfo. That's Fargo. You remember the movie Fargo? It's a cool movie. All of the Coen Brothers are similar to, what's his name with, what's the name of the Tarantino? Although Tarantino is usually more violent and the Coen Brothers is usually more accidental. All these accidents happen. Unexpected circumstances circumvent or come into play to make life complicated for these people. All right. But they are brilliant, the Coen Brothers. All right, where are we? So, I haven't started teaching yet. I was planning to teach the present perfect. Yeah. It's interesting because in Spanish you say el pretérito perfecto, and it's a mistake. It's a mistake. The Spanish language contains a mistake, in my opinion. You say, ayer, in Spain, they say, anoche he cenado demasiado, en vez de cené. And so I don't really like it. But they call it pretérito. But you say, he dicho que vengas. Vengas is present tense subjunctive. Y so, he comido debería ser presente perfecto y no pretérito perfecto, because it's forget it. It's a messy question, but but you know, every language has inconsistencies. Every language has illogical things, irrational things. I mean, in French, le passé composé, je suis allé à la plage, is I went to the beach. Hier, je suis allé à la plage. Okay, yesterday I went to the beach. But in French, if you dissect is dissectionner. If you dissect the sentence, hier je suis allé à la plage, it means ayer estoy ido a la playa, or soy ido a la playa. It doesn't make sense, but that's the way they speak. So probably in every language, there are a lot of irrational things. There are a lot. All right, where are we? From Isa. Sería Isabel? Sería? I'm from I'm from a Bolivian girl living in Spain. Sería I am a Bolivian girl, Bolivian con B mayúscula. ¿Eh? Yes. Bolivia. Yes. I love Bolivia. I've never been there, but I want to visit La Paz, Sucre. I want to visit Santa Cruz. I want to visit Cochabamba. And I want to visit, of course, the Las Salinas or El Saler. I can't remember the name of it. Bolivia is a very interesting country that used to have a coast, but you lost the coast in a war against Chile 120 years ago. But Chile now allows you access to the coast. That's a very sad story. And you've just elected your president for the 4th time in a controversial election. I don't know. But let's go on. So, the present perfect. I've been teaching English for 45 years. It's been 45 years since I started teaching English. How long has it been? ¿Cuánto hace que? Es curioso. When I was learning Spanish, I heard, ¿cuánto haces que no veas a Pepe? O Pablo, digamos. ¿Cuánto hace que no veas a Pablo? And I said, ¿cómo que no veas? Que veas. Because in English, how long has it been since you last saw Pablo? How long has it been since you went to the Caribbean? How long has it been since you visited Malaga? How long has it been since you flew in an airplane? How long has it been since you used this microphone? How long has it been since you gave the last class streaming on television? How long has it been since? You say, ¿cuánto hace que no estés delante de nosotros en esta pantalla? ¿Cuánto hace que no vayas en avión a algún sitio? ¿Cuánto hace que cuánto haces que no ves a Pepe? Que no, en English no. ¿Cuánto hace desde que viste por vez última? How long has it been? How long has it been? Esa parte es una constante. How long has it been? 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 Since. Y luego pasado simple. How long has it been since you saw a horror film? How long has it been since you flew to an African country? How long has it been since you spoke to me personally? How long? Y se puede insertar last. Por ejemplo, ¿cuánto hace que hablaste conmigo personalmente por vez última? How long has it been? How long has it been since you last spoke to me personally? How long has it been since you last flew to New York City? How long has it been since you last saw a horror film? In Spanish, you say película de terror. We say de horror. We say a horror film. We don't say a horror movie. Strangely, we say a horror film. How long has it been since you last saw a horror film? How long has it been since you last took an aspirin? How long has it been since you last spent quality time on a beautiful beach? How long has it been since you visited Russia in the middle of the winter? How long has it been since you spoke to me about the problems in Albania? How long has it been since you visited Tirana, the capital of Albania? How long has it been since you saw unpleasant scenes on the TV news? How long has it been since? How long has it been since? How long has it been since? ¿Cuánto hace que? En español se dice no. ¿Cuánto hace que? ¿Cuánto hace que no veas escenas desagradables en la tele? ¿Cuánto hace que no vayas, que no vas o no vayas, que no hayas ido a New York? How long has it been since you last went to New York? Okay, and so and the answer is, it's been 10 years since I last kissed a Japanese girl, for example. I don't think I have ever kissed a Japanese girl. It depends on your definition of kiss. On the cheek, yes. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. How long has it been since you last spoke to your best friend about the problems in Zimbabwe? I've never spoken to my best friend about the problems in Zimbabwe. More questions. All right. Isa, I'm from Spain. I'm a Bolivian girl living in Valencia. Hello, Isa. All right, Janet. Janet con TH. Qué raro. Janet Maria. Hi from Ecuador. Wow, Ecuador. Are you from Quito? Are you from Guayaquil? Are you from Cuenca? What part of Ecuador are you from? Are you from the coast? Are you from the interior? Are you from the coastal plain? Are you from the Andes, from the mountains? Are you Andina? It's good to meet you, Janet. And Kevin Minjivar. It's an interesting name, Minjivar. Kevin, can you use ain't instead of are not? No. And I ain't gonna let you. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I ain't. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Listen, I can use ain't, but you can't. All right? All right? Don't use slang unless you have a native command of the language. It sounds absurd when people try to use colloquialisms or slang and they don't have a good command of the language. It sounds funny. It sounds absurd. Ain't is used. It started in England. I used to think it was from the black slaves from Africa. But I found out even in Shakespeare you can find ain't a little bit. Ain't. Ain't is simply a contraction. Well, it's not a contraction. Well, it is. It contains an apostrophe, but it's not a contraction. It's just isn't or don't or doesn't, whatever. I ain't going to come means I'm not going to come. He ain't there. He isn't there. So it's used as a, let's say, a macro contraction that doesn't exist, but it's in slang. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. That's Elvis Presley. It should be you aren't anything but a hound dog. And we have an expression very common in English. Si no está roto, no lo arregles. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, the correct thing is if it isn't broken, or if it's not broken, comma, don't fix it. So, don't use ain't. Let's see, who was it that asked me that question? It was Kevin. You can use ain't if you're a native speaker. Porque tienes la venia. Okay, that means you have the authority. You have permission if you're a native speaker. But even me, in Spanish, I sometimes avoid Spanish slang because I'm not sure. And I have a friend who has a coughing fit now. How do you say un acceso de tos? We say a coughing fit. Fit, como physically fit, or como caber, fit. A coughing fit. I'm suffering a coughing fit. But in any case, don't use slang, please. Use standard English. But you need to understand everything, of course. Understanding is different. Speaking, use standard forms. For example, in Spanish here in Spain, you can say, imagine me, con un español a medias, and I say in bad Spanish, yo estoy hasta la mismísima coronilla de todo esto. And people laugh, say it sounds funny. Okay. I mean, a native speaker, hasta la mismísima coronilla, estoy hasta no sé qué o no sé cuánto. Fine. But it sounds absurd when a foreign accent and a foreign command is trying to use slang or colloquialisms. So, avoid them. Speak standard English. Where are we? How long has it been since you ate? Since you ate. No, since you eat. Since you ate a delicious Extremaduran migas. About 3 years. It's been a long time. I love migas. Yeah. And at home, usually when I eat migas, it's at home. Together with chorizo. Chorais in English, I think we say. I don't know how to say chorizo. I remember a person said, how do you say chorizo in English? And so one Irish girl said, chorais. And then a person says, how do you say gilipollas in English? And another person said, jillipoles. Jillipoles. So we can make up language, etc. But in any case, I love migas if they're prepared properly. All right. Luigi, wow. That sounds like a person from Italy, maybe. Hello, Richard. Are you going to go to Ancora today? I don't go to Ancora anymore. Next Monday. This Monday, no. As of this moment, I'm speaking to you on Monday. What's the date today, Rob?
28th.
Monday the 28th. I always lose track of time. To lose track of time. Today is Monday the 28th of October, 2019. In a couple of days, we have Halloween. And then on Friday is All Saints Day. Then the following Monday falls on the 4th. The following Monday falls on the 4th. And on the 4th, Monday the 4th, I will give this class at 12 noon, and then later, 7 hours later, at 7 p.m., I will be in Madrid in the Junta Municipal de Retiro, near Metro Pacífico y Metro Minero Palacio, and there I will give an hour and a half of a master class in cuerpo presente. Yeah, I will be, you can touch me, you can see I'm real, you know. I'm not simply a figment of your imagination. It's interesting about the word figment. Fig, como higos, fig, ment. Figment means un producto de la imaginación. We don't say, I'm a product of your imagination. We don't say that. Like in Spanish, yo no soy producto de su imaginación. Soy real. But strangely, we say in English, figment. I'm a figment of your imagination. And as far as I know, as far as I can remember, there isn't any other use of the word figment. And then maybe there is. That's your homework for next Monday. Find other uses of the word figment outside of its use specifically of your imagination, of my imagination. All right, let's see. Okay, so hello, Richard. You love my master classes? Well, thank you very much. I enjoy giving my master classes, and I'm glad you enjoy them. I do it for myself because I enjoy it. It's a selfish thing, but I teach because I enjoy it, not because you need to learn. Victor Hugo from Good morning. Good morning. Eso se llama typo en inglés. Bueno, se llama a typo in English. And you say una errata. Hay una errata. No, it's good morning. It's good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's good to have you here. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. That's one song. That was from that was from a movie with Gene Kelly and Debbie Reynolds. I can't remember the name of the movie. I think it was called Singing in the Rain. You remember? I'm singing in the rain. And one of the songs with Gene Kelly and Debbie Reynolds and Donald O'Connor was Good Morning, Good Morning. And then there was another song, Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Todo va en camino conmigo de forma muy positiva. That's from the Broadway production Oklahoma, which was the #1 Broadway production until Cats. You remember Cats? And then Phantom of the Opera. These are two works by the British musician and theater entrepreneur or theater impresario, Andrew Lloyd Webber. And so Cats was the first Broadway production, because it was also in the West End in London, to finally become the #1 in a period of time after Oklahoma. But Oklahoma starts with, oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Natural optimism. It's powerful. If you can manage to adopt a more optimistic approach to life. All right, we have a lot of people from outside of Spain. We have Juana from Valencia. That's not outside of Spain. We have Monique. It's a beautiful name. Have you thought about opening about his preposición, Mónica? Monique. Have you thought about opening a branch in America? For example, in Colombia? I would love to. The first place I want to do it is in Bogota, no, maybe in Medellin. Yes. And then in Bogota. And then in Barranquilla. And then in Bucaramanga. And then in Cali. And simply, I want to visit Aracataca. Because Aracataca is the hometown of Gabriel Garcia Marquez. And he took that town as the idea for Macondo, the mythical, magical town in 100 Years of Solitude. So yes, Monique, I have thought about it. I'm too old to open branches now. I'm too old. And I need to create disciples, discípulos, que van a los cuatro rincones del mundo. We get the four corners of the world, of the known world, and to plant flags, standards of Vaughan systems there. So no, I'm too old, Monique, to do new things. Estoy pasado de fecha. I am past my expiration date. So don't expect new miracles, because you can't You know, an old dog cannot do new tricks. An old dog can't. But in any case, Monica, I would love to in Bogota and especially Medellin. All right, where are we, Juan Montesinos? Wow, good morning from Valencia. It's a pleasure to listen to you. To listen. It's a typo. Oh, another typo. Typo. Typo means errata, because you're typing too fast. And it comes from the expression typographical error. Error tipográfico al tipear, o sea, mecanografiar. And we call it a typographical error. And now we still say today typo. It's a typo. Wow, Raziel, or no, Luis Enrique, greetings from Stockholm. Wow. Having a brunch while watching you. I'm having a brunch while watching you. I'm having a brunch from Stockholm. I remember people trying to remember the capital of Sweden and Spain. They say, okay, Finlandia, Helsinki. Suecia, esto es el colmo. Ah, Estocolmo. Stockholm. All right. I've never been to Stockholm. I've been to Helsinki, but I've never been to Stockholm. So I envy you to a certain extent. I envy you because they say it's La Venecia del Norte. It's the Venice of the North. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's very, very pretty, I imagine. Do you enjoy life in Stockholm? All right. Raziel, wow, what do you think about El Día de los Muertos? You must be from Mexico. Okay. It's Día de Todos los Santos, they say here in Spain. All right. It's the 1st of November. It's a Catholic celebration more than a Protestant celebration, in which the people go to the cemetery to visit their loved ones. Loved ones. Loved ones. Sus seres queridos del pasado, que han fallecido, who have passed away, or passed on, or passed away. Loved ones. The interesting, strange expression in English for seres queridos. Repito, loved ones, o sea, amados unos, literally. Ahora, vamos a mirar la fonética de esto, porque no es difícil si uno aprende el truco fonético. Love como amor, y ones con ese poniendo una D delante, dwans, like Dwayne, dwans, loved ones. Entonces la demanda conectado a ones, loved ones, my loved ones. So on the 1st of November, All Saints Day, people, usually Catholic, go to the cemeteries to visit their loved ones who have gone. And the night before, you know, the spirits come out saying, hey, tomorrow's our big day. And they come out and they celebrate, and that's Halloween. Okay, which is not a Catholic. It's a Protestant or a pagan celebration. Celebración pagana. It's a pagan celebration, but now they put it together. All right, where are we? Let's see. Yolanda, good day. Richard, yes, sir, from Laredo. That's from Laredo, Cantabrica, or Laredo, Texas? Laredo, Texas is located on the Rio Grande River. And across the river is Nuevo Laredo. It's interesting. The Mexican side is called Nuevo Laredo, which is very famous for the young boys in Texas because they go down to Nuevo Laredo to learn things. All right. It's a very famous place. All right. Where are we? So it's good to have you, Yolanda. Day. That's an interesting name. Day. Greetings from Bogota, Colombia. Yes, sir, Bogota. 2,700 meters above sea level. I spent 3 days in Bogota, and I remember occasionally, especially if I had to walk up steps, trying to catch my breath. To catch your breath is recuperar, to recover your respiration. We say to wait a minute, let me catch my breath, and my heart beating at 2,700. Imagine if I go to La Paz, Bolivia, which is the second highest capital in the world, by only 10 meters. It's 10 meters lower, or 20 meters lower, than Lhasa, the capital of Tibet. As you say in Spanish, el Tibet. All right, so Lhasa, escrito Yasa con un doble, I think, with a double L. Lhasa is the highest. It's about 4,400 meters above sea level, and La Paz, Bolivia is about 4,290, or something like that. So it's a very, very small difference. But Bogota is 2,700, which is pretty high, pretty high. Madrid is 700. So it's going 2,000 meters farther up to go to Bogota. And it's interesting about Bogota, all the streets are numbers. Not like Manhattan, where you have 33rd Street and 4th Avenue. No, it's just numbers, I think. It says, for example, you catch a taxi and it says, Calle 317. That's it. And so the taxi driver knows it's in the neighborhood of the 300s. It's a good idea. Here in Madrid and in Barcelona in Spain, the streets are often named after famous people from the past. And some of those people are a bit controversial politically. And so when the Socialist Party comes in, they change the streets. And then when the Conservative Party comes in, they change the streets. And, every 20 years, you need to completely change all of your stationery with a different address. It's a pain in the neck. It's a pain in the neck. All right. Where are we? Yolanda, good day. Richard, yeah, of course, Laredo, not Texas. Not Texas. You're from Laredo, Cantabria, in the north of Spain. I don't speak German, Carls, but I understand Deutschland. But I think it means greetings from Germany, I think is what you're saying. Grüße aus Deutschland. Deutschland, Deutschland, la, da, da, da. That's the national anthem. It's interesting. We say Himno Nacional, we say the national anthem. The German national anthem was written by an Austrian. The music is by Joseph Haydn, and he was an Austrian composer. All right. Stockholm, the capital of Scandinavia? No. Stockholm is the capital of Sweden. Scandinavia, of course, is officially 4 countries. Sweden, Norway, Denmark, and Iceland, because Finland is not really a Scandinavian country. The Finnish people and the Finnish language is more of a Baltic type of language, similar to Estonia and parts of Russia near there. However, people usually include Finland among the Scandinavian countries because of the political perspective and the type of life, etc. The Finnish are probably more similar in their approach to life to the Swedes than to the Russians or to the Estonians. Nevertheless, linguistically and in anthropologically, they are more similar to the Western Russians and the Estonians. All right, so it's interesting. Stockholm. Marta, un placer, profesor. Un placer, el placer es mío. The pleasure is mine. Good morning from Pontevedra City, from the city, which means not the province, because the biggest city in Pontevedra is Vigo, in the province, but Pontevedra is the capital. And Pontevedra, it's interesting about Pontevedra. Puente de no sé qué. I don't remember what Vedra means in Latin, going back. Pontevedra. But in any case, what's interesting is there are four versions on the origin of Christopher Columbus. The most common is, of course, from Genoa, Italy. The second is he's from Portugal. The third is he's from Pontevedra. And the fourth is he's from Mallorca. Now, I have read a defense of all 4. And to tell you the truth, the one that convinces me the most is Pontevedra. He was Gallego. So I'm convinced in the conspiracy theory that Christopher Columbus was from your town, or at least near Pontevedra, the capital. All right. Pepe Vicente, good morning. No, excuse me. Aldos. Aldos. Good morning from Pontevedra. Yes. Pepe, good morning from Valencia. Hay mucho valenciano aquí. A lot of people from Valencia. In Spanish is con S mayúscula. Please, we say grande. You are the best. I think I'm the second best. Yeah. There's one person in this company I consider a better teacher than me. Yeah. So I'm the second best. I'm like the next to last of the Mohicans. They never found out. The poor guy, can you imagine being a member of the Mohican tribe and you die just before the last one? You never get into history. The last of the Mohicans. So, Miguel Ángel Martínez, good morning. Richard from Sevilla, que es una maravilla. Granada no es nada. All right, from Seville. El Barbero de Sevilla, the Barber of Seville. A very good opera. Great class. Thank you very much. Bowers, good morning from Bratislava. That's the capital of Slovakia. Yes, Bratislava. I've never been there, but it's only about 30 or 45 minutes from Vienna, Austria. And it's very well situated, right on the border with Austria. and it's very close to Hungary. It's strategically located, and I would love to visit Bratislava. In fact, just this morning or yesterday on the radio, I was looking at restaurantes eslovacos, Slovak restaurants, and I found quite a few. I didn't know that there was Slovakian food, and so I need to try food typical from your area of the world in Slovakia. All right, Estela. Wow, I like your name, Estela. Good morning, Richard from Oruro, Bolivia. Wow, hay muchos bolivianos. There are a lot of Mexicans. There are a lot of Colombians. There are a lot of Valencians from Valencia. A man from Seville, a man from Slovakia. I mean, this is cosmopolitan. This is the world. I need somebody from Vietnam or from Australia. I don't know. But in any case, thank you very much, Estela. Estela from Bolivia, from Santa Cruz, Cochabamba, Sucre, La Paz. Where are you from? All right, Luis Enrique. Okay, it's a slogan to say Stockholm is the capital of Scandinavia as a symbol of prosperity. I wonder if the people in Oslo appreciate that, or the people in Copenhagen, or the people in Reykjavik, Iceland, or the people in Helsinki. I wonder if they agree that Stockholm is the capital. Of course, I think it's the biggest city, Stockholm. And of course, it's a very famous city. So maybe the people in Stockholm said, we are the capital of Scandinavia. But we would need to consult with the people in Oslo, Bergen, Copenhagen, etc. But in any case, maybe. Miguel Angel, yes, with you, I always learn something new. Finland is more a Baltic than a Scandinavian country. Yes, linguistically and anthropologically, the blood stock. We say stock sanguíneo, como ADN. We say the blood stock is more similar to that area of Russia that's together. And then just if you look at Finland, there's a very narrow body of water of the Baltic, and you're in Estonia, Tallinn, and so there you can see that they're very similar. In fact, many people in Helsinki take a ferry to Estonia to buy spirits, whiskey, vodka, because it's cheaper. Because in Finland, the tax for, and so people go, they take a ferry. I mean, they probably pay more money just to cross, but then they drink for much lower price, etc. So, where are we? Victor Hugo again. All right, Richard, would you open your English language school in Chile? I would love to. Santiago, Valparaiso, Viña del Mar, it doesn't matter, wherever, even in the Atacama Desert if necessary. But as I said to another visitor, I'm a little bit too old, don't you think? I mean, look at me. How old do I look? Don't I look too old to do anything anymore? I think I'm ready for the glue factory. The glue factory, La Fábrica de Pegamento, is an expression from my father's generation, because really it's true. When a horse, this is true, now I don't know, but going back several generations, when a horse was 25 years old, or they took the horse to the glue factory because the horse, they made glue. I think pegamento de los, how do you say? Del cadáver del caballo. And so it was an expression in my father's generation to say, I'm ready for the glue factory. Yeah, it means I'm ready to go out and graze, a pastar en el prado, to graze out on the meadow, and to enjoy my tercera edad, to enjoy the autumn of the year. And now the days are short. I'm in the autumn of the year. But when I think back on my life, like vintage wine from fine old kegs, from the brim to the dregs, it poured fresh and clear. It was a very good year. It's a very nostalgic song by Frank Sinatra. It was a very good year. All right. When I was 17. It's a very, very beautiful song. You should look it up. It was a very good year by Frank Sinatra. Well, he didn't write it, but he's interpreted the song. Luis, oh no, Angel. Hi, my teacher. How are you today? I'm fine, thank you. You look perfect. You're younger now than Vaughan 4.0. Maybe. Yeah. I was reading about 1 year ago, I was reading something. that said, if you can survive to the year 2049, you will live forever. Because that when they predict they have finally perfected the necessary drugs to start turning back the clock, and you can get younger. And so to live forever can start it in 2049. I will be 97, 98. Yeah, I will be 97. I will turn 98 in November of 2049. So if I can make it, fijaos cómo se usa make, como llegar. If I can make it to 2049, November 2049, I will have eternal life. Yes, eternal life. I will live forever. Yes, forever. Who knows? I don't know. But in any case, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter to me. Luis, good afternoon. Next weekend, Halloween? Halloween. Okay, a typical tradition. Imported. Some story about Halloween? Nah, not really. The interesting thing is when I came to Spain in 1974, permanently, 75, people didn't know what Halloween was. I explained Halloween. Says, Halloween kisses. What is that? Now, it's worse here than in the States. My God, now this country goes crazy the day before and the day of Halloween. Even in this company, already, what's today? Today's Monday. Halloween is on Thursday. Already they're starting the decorations here for Halloween. So it means, come on, don't overdo it. To overdo is, no se pasen ustedes, no os paséis. Don't overdo it. And so Halloween has become probably the most popular celebration in Spain from the point of view of just having fun. And it is not a holiday. I mean, the 31st of October is not a holiday. The 1st, yes, of November, yes, but not the 31st. However, it's celebrated as if it were, como si fuera un día festivo. As if it were, not as if it was, as if it were a holiday. All right. Álvaro, you're the best English con mayúscula. Oh, estoy detrás de todos vosotros siempre, R, que con las English, Spanish, Dutch, French, German, British, Canadian, siempre con mayúscula. You're the best English teacher in the world. I'm the second best. All right. Marta, I'm from Madrid, de Madrid al cielo, pasando primero por Santiago Bernabéu. Yeah. Y yo soy colchonero. No, not true. También soy merengue. Okay, by the way, for those of you who don't understand, and not from Madrid or from Spain, merengue is white. It means soy de Real Madrid. I'm a supporter of the Real Madrid. Soy colchonero means I'm a supporter of the Atlético de Madrid. So it's similar to River y Boca Juniors, Boca. There's a rivalry. In fact, in Spain, there are two rivalries, basically. The Atlético de Madrid and Real Madrid, and Barcelona and Real Madrid. So it's interesting. But yes, de Madrid al cielo. That's very typical of Madrileños, eh? All right. From Madrid to heaven. Yes, that's the best route, right? Maybe. I think from Houston to heaven, de Houston al cielo, no suena bien, eh? De Austin al cielo? No, de Dallas al cielo? De Fargo al cielo? I don't know. All right. Okay, Aldos. Colón was born in Poillo. Christopher Columbus. Poillo, very close to Pontevedra, the city. And the Caravela Santa Maria was made in the port of Pontevedra. Pontem Veteram. Puente Viejo. Got it. Thank you very much. Será Alfredo, no? Aldos? Okay, maybe. All right, well, thank you very much. So the people in Pontevedra believe that Christopher Columbus was from Pontevedra. Well, I agree with you. Although the other stories, the other versions are also very plausible, very believable. Eh? So don't let it go to your head. Eh? Don't let it go to your head. All right, where are we? Ángel. In fact, a fact. I think Finland was from Russia. Finland and Russia throughout the centuries have had a lot of fighting. And so, yes, Russia controlled Finland for a certain amount of time. Finland also had an empire. and control part of Russia. Eh? So, nadie puede tirar la primera piedra. Nobody can throw the first stone saying, I have never invaded my neighbor. Even the United States. The United States invaded Mexico in the Mexican-American War in 1848 and 1849. So nobody can throw the first stone, alegando, that I have never invaded anybody. I don't know. The Dutch? The Dutch invaded the Moluccan Islands. They invaded a lot of different islands in the South Pacific for the spice trade. You remember? El comercio de especias. Especias, yes. The spice trade. So really, human nature. I mean, all the horrible things that have happened in history. I don't think any nationality or any type of ethnic group has been free of invading somebody else. So nobody can throw the first stone. Where are we? Finland, yes, and Frida. Well, Frida. In America, everybody says good. Nobody says fine. Okay. Yeah. It's very colloquial. Hey, Johnny, how are you today? Good. I'm good. All right. All right. But I recommend fine. All right. Because native people say good. But it's not correct grammatically. Even though maybe 50% of the people in the United States and Canada say, I'm good. I'm not sure in the UK. In the UK, do you say I'm good? Yeah? All right. I'm good. I'm good. Soy bueno. Estoy bueno. I'm good. I'm good. But no, I'm fine, thank you. Especially if you have a foreign accent, then you say, I'm good. Hey, Juanita, how are you today? I'm good. It just doesn't sound right. I'm fine, thank you. Fine, thank you. I recommend when somebody says, how are you or how are you doing? Just respond, fine, thank you, if you feel fine. If you don't feel fine, says, oh, I don't know, not too good today. Okay, not fine. But it is true. I don't personally say good. Never. Maybe it's because of my generation. I said, how you doing, Richard? I'm good. I've never said that in my life. I said, I'm fine. I'm fine. All right. Where are we? Adolfo, I want to know what your first impression of Spain was. Was it difficult? No, it wasn't. My first impression of Spain was very good. I spent my first 2 weeks in Barcelona with the Ramblas and the Puerto. And the Sagrada Familia. Of course, it was very nice. And then in Madrid, also very, very good. You see, I am a very positive person. And I see positive things. I also see negative things, but negative things exist everywhere. And so this food was fine. It took me, the food I found a little bit bland. Bland means poco condimentado. No soso, pero no muy, because in Texas, the food is more powerful. And in Spain, I found no, it was a little bland. Spanish women, it took me at least 6 months, maybe 1 year. But I'm still not used to Spanish women. The way they speak, it's too hard. I like softer, sweeter. You know, for example, the Caribbean, the Cuban women. Oh, el ritmo joven de los cubanos. But here they say, el ritmo joven de Gijón. It's very, it's a bit, it sounds masculine. I have never been able to get used to the way women speak in Spain. It sounds too strong. It sounds too direct. But Spanish women are an acquired taste. Un gusto adquirido. Okay, fine. No, I had no trouble adapting to Spain. It's a very nice place to live. The people are pleasant. Sometimes the people look like they're always angry. Especially if I go to the States for 1 or 2 months and then come back, it looks like everybody, it looks like everybody is angry. Of course but you go into a bar. I remember going into a bar on the first days, and I walked in, and the barman says, un café con leche. Un café, por favor. Con leche. Sí, con leche. Yeah, they're very gruff, especially the Castilians, Castilla Vieja, estos castellanos. They're very gruff, in their ways, but you get used to it. They're fine. All right, where are we? Yolanda, the story of Halloween. Oh, she's giving me She's giving me the website to go in and find the history of Halloween. Estrella, Monedero, Estrella, a lot of kisses for you. I wish I could see you. People ask me, what's the first thing you look at when you see a woman? The first thing I look at is not the body. I look at the lips. And then the face. And if I like the face, and I like the personality, the rest doesn't matter. They can be fat, thin, tall, short, black, white, yellow, I don't care. If I like the face, if the face is attractive, and the lips are kissable, and the personality is nice, that's it. I don't care about the rest. I don't care about the rest. It really doesn't matter. I guarantee you, it doesn't matter at all. And so, well, Estrella, thank you very much. I'm curious to see you. But nevertheless, Pilar, hello Richard, great to see you. Great to see you as well, Pilar. And Daniuska, wow, that's interesting. Roja Sanchez, all right. But Daniuska is a Eastern European name, Russian most likely, or Belo-Russian. But Roja Sanchez is super, super Spanish. Okay. So it'd be interesting to know your background. Great professor. Y ha dicho profesor con doble S. Thank you very much. Ah, you're from Cuba. Cubanos. Yes, la ritmo joven de las cubanas. Okay. Estoy estresado. Okay, and things. I love Cuba. Pilar, loyal to Vaughan Radio in 2003 and still loving it. Did you really discover Vaughan Radio in 2003? I think you're fibbing. Fibbing means trolla. You're not telling the truth. Because we opened, the first day of Vaughan Radio was on December 1st, 2003, with very low power, minimum. So people didn't discover us in 2000. You probably discovered us, Pilar, in 2004. All right? But it doesn't matter. Thank you very much. Cherie, ma chérie. Hola, and Mara. I can't see your lips, Mara. I mean, I can't see you. The only thing I see is a cold camera looking back at me. And I just imagine Mara behind an Estrella on the other side of the camera. You'll have to send me a picture and say, it's me, it's Mara, you remember? Or it's me, Estrella. Yes, I know Estrella Morente. She was a very famous singer. But Estrellita, Estrella, I like the name. All right, where are we, Angel? I'm singing like the Beatles. Imagine all the teachers teaching us like you do. Imagine. Eso es demasiado. You're going too far, Ángel. You're going too far. Te estás pasando ya. Tres pueblos, como dicen hoy en día, tanto aquí. Okay, you're going a little bit too far. Imagine all the teachers teaching us just like you. Yeah. Okay, I'll have to learn how to play that song and to change the words, Ángel. Thank you very much. All right, now, we're running out of time. In fact, my watch is wrong. My watch is 1 hour ahead because on Sunday morning, yesterday morning at 3 o'clock, in Spain, they moved the time back 1 hour. We gained an hour. And many people can't remember, wait, do we put it back or forward? In the United States, we have a trick, which the British can't use because they don't say the fall. They say the autumn. We say spring forward, fall back. Spring forward, fall back. Spring forward means dar un bote hacia adelante, un brinco hacia adelante. Spring es un muelle, además de primavera. And spring, boing, boing, como un trampolín, boing. That means, and so we say spring forward, which means in the springtime, move the clock forward 1 hour. And fall, el otoño, caer para atrás, fall back. So we have a way, but the British say autumn. So I need to, I'm going to do it right now, on the air. I'm going to move it back. What time is it, Rob? It's exactly
12:54.
12:54. But if you see my watch, you see it's black. Can you see it? There. Can you see it? There's a reflection from the light. But you see there are no numbers or anything. It's just a black with a little dot at the top. But nevertheless, I've had this watch since 2009. I hate watches. I buy one watch and I wear it until it dies. So I think in my life I've had only 4 watches in my life. Some people collect watches. They have one watch. They have all kinds of watches. They're watch crazy people, but I'm not. All right. Let's see. Pilar, Loyal Vaughan. Okay. Cherie, Mara, the lip girl. Angel, Kevin. Kevin, what's the hardest thing about learning English? Y ha escrito English con mayúscula, toma. Understanding. Well, excuse me. Writing correctly and well. And the second most difficult is understanding. Reading and speaking are much easier than writing and understanding. Writing's impossible. To write, you need to have an emotional connection with the language that you only get growing up with it. I can write Spanish better than most Spaniards, but I always have somebody check it. Just to say, esto está bien, pero es que no suena. That's an emotional feeling. It's an emotional feeling. Mi mujer siempre se queja del calor. All right. My wife, it's the same in English. My wife always complains about the heat. Sin embargo, para ser más, mi mujer siempre se está quejando del calor. In that case, it's an opinion more than a simple fact. This type of thing. But listening comprehension is the most difficult. And people think they understand, but they don't. They don't. They're not understanding. And I've realized this all my life, that people say, entiendo mucho, pero no me atrevo a hablar. It's usually the opposite. Their spoken ability is better than their listening, understanding ability. Back to the Future, 1 hour. Luis, Back to the Future was a movie. Regreso al Futuro. Back to the Future. But I don't understand in 1 hour. Yes. I was moving my watch back. Excuse me. Very good. Back to the Future. Ahora caigo. Now I realize what you're trying to say. Thank you very much. When will you come to Zaragoza? Cesar Augusta. Did you know that Zaragoza is named after Caesar Augustus, Rob? Yeah, Caesar Augustus. It's a deformation of Caesar Augustus. Cesar Augusta, Zaragoza. Yes, it is. Because it was originally called, well, it was named by Caesar Augustus, Augustus Caesar. I went to listen to you when you came to the Hotel, to the Hotel Palafox, donkey years ago. That was true. That was probably in 2008, 2007. I went to the Hotel Palafox. I still remember that. I spoke for 2 hours straight. Remember? 2 horas sin parar. Yeah. Monica. Hello, Richard. Hello, Monica. All right. Monica Sanchez dos veces. I listen to you all the time. I go in my car. No. Te escucho siempre que voy en coche o en mi coche. I listen to you whenever I'm in my car. Whenever I'm driving my car. Or riding in my car. Riding along in my automobile with my girl next to me by the wheel. Yeah. So, I listen to you whenever I'm driving. Yes. I listen to you whenever I'm driving or all the time. No, whenever I'm driving. All right. But my English is very, very bad. But my English con mayúscula, E mayúscula. English con E mayúscula. But my English is still very bad. It's still very bad. ESL teacher living in Great Britain, I suppose. Living in Brits in Spain. Living among British people. Cherie, I don't exactly understand. ESL teacher living in Brits in Spain. Hi. I don't know what it means. And we're running out of time. We have less than 2 minutes. I don't feel like leaving. I feel like sticking around. Stick around. Stay here. I have a business lunch today in a private dining room on the top floor, La Planta Noble, with a very important person. Yes. But we're not going to talk about important things. We get together 2 or 3 times a month for a meal. He met me. I was going on the train to Valencia. And when it reached the Valencia train station, I got up to leave and he waited. He saw me and recognized me and he introduced himself. And as usual, he said, my wife listens to you every day. They never say themselves. It's my mother, my wife, etc. They never say, I listen to you. They say, my wife listens to you every day. And my wife se levanta y se acuesta y se levanta con usted, is what they say. My wife goes to bed and gets up with you. I said, wow, I didn't realize that. In spirit or in whatever. But in any case, and so we decided, I suggested, well, look, I'll come by once a week or once every 2 weeks. We can have lunch and just chit-chat. We can chat. Chit-chat is cháchara, hablar, por hablar. We say to chit-chat. And so we do it 2 or 3 times a month. He has an important political position, although he's not a politician. He's not a member. He's a civil servant. He's not a civil servant. He's just doing a very, very important job in a very important institution in Spain. And I'm having lunch with him today. Yes, sir. I drink wine and he doesn't, because he needs to continue working in the afternoon. So they serve, and I said, el borracho soy yo, el borrachín soy yo. And so I drink the wine and he does, we do the talking. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. All right. Monica, wow, Monica, Cherie, Day, Huertas. Have an excellent day, Richard. Thank you very much. The same to you. Day. It's an interesting name. Day. All right. So I was planning to teach the present perfect in the sense of it's been a long time, or how long has it been? It's been a long time. Now I'm coming back home. I've been away now. Oh, how I've been alone. Rob, do you know what group that is? No, he doesn't. Different generation. That's the early Beatles from the album Meet the Beatles. No, it's not. It's from Rubber Soul. Alma de caucho, alma de goma, que es un juego de palabras, porque soul, suela de zapato, se escribe sole, soul, como lenguado también, soul, Dover soul. But a rubber sole is suelas de goma o de caucho, pero alma de caucho, rubber sole. And the Beatles released an album in the mid-60s, around 1966, 67, called Rubber Soul. And one of the songs is called Wait. It's a good song, by the way. It's the middle Beatles, which is my favorite period of the Beatles. Help, Rubber Soul, and Revolver, those 3 albums. And one is called It's Been a Long Time, Now I'm Coming Back Home. I've been away now, oh how I've been alone. Wait, here I come back to your side. Let's forget the tears we've cried, etc. Not bad, I remember the words. But nevertheless, where are we? Gemma. Wow, Gemma. A gym. Gym. At the moment, at the end, in the end, at the beginning, in the beginning. Double N in beginning, eh? Double N in beginning. Te falta un N. These kind of expressions are driving me crazy. Oh my God. At the moment means now. Ya está. Olvida at the moment. Di now. Ahora. Now is a beautiful word. Only 3 letters. At the moment, now. Now. Yes. At the moment, I'm speaking to you. Right now. Suelo decir right. Ahora mismo. Right now, I'm speaking to you. At the end is al final de lo que. At the end of the street. Eso es físicamente al final de algo. At the end of the street. At the end of the road. At the end of your life. Al final de tu vida. In the end means in an análisis final. Al final del día se dice en inglés. At the end of the day, we say, in the final analysis, in the end. In the end, todos somos mortales. Y moriremos al final de nuestra vida, and we will die at the end of our life. In the end, life is but a dream, a walking shadow that struts and frets its hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It's a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. That was Macbeth's opinion. It's not mine. Nor Shakespeare's. Shakespeare wrote that. It's my favorite soliloquy in Shakespeare's Macbeth. In Espanol, dices Macbeth. I don't know why. It's Macbeth. Macbeth. And for his soliloquy, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in its petty pace from day to day, etc., etc. He says, life is but a walking shadow. La vida no es más que una sombra que anda, que camina. Un pobre actor cómico que se pavonea y agita su hora en el escenario y luego desaparece. Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player. Now, Calderón de la Barca said, La vida es sueño. Life is but a dream. Yeah, and philosophically, what was it? I think Descartes said, to be is to do. And Pascal said, to do is to be. And I think I will take Frank Sinatra's philosophy. Doobie doobie doobie, doobie doobie, doobie doobie. That's Frank Sinatra. So which of the three philosophies do you prefer? Okay. But in any case, life is but a dream, maybe so. When I was a little boy, I was more intelligent. When I look back, I said, my God, I had some strange ideas. When I was only 7 or 8 years old, and I looked up at the sky, I said, that's the inside of a turtle shell. We are in a turtle. The world is in a turtle. And when you look up at the blue sky, it's the inside of a turtle shell. So that's my philosophy on life. All right. Emma. Actually, you're Daisy. It's a woman. Day. All right. Daisy. And you're spelling Daisy in the Spanish way. Because Daisy means margarita, como la flor. Daisy. Pero Daisy, no Daisy. However, for the right pronunciation, Daisy, I'll bet you're from Latin America. That's a typical name from Latin America, Daisy. Eduardo, hello, the pen is mightier than the sword. The sword. The pen is mightier than the sword. I don't know, that's debatable. With atomic weapons, with intercontinental ballistic missiles and nuclear warheads. I mean, what's mightier? La pluma o una cabeza nuclear de 80 megatones. I mean, wait a minute. I don't know. It's a good debate. But I think if I have to choose, I prefer to have the warheads, okay? You can keep the pen, all right? The pen is mightier than the sword. It is true, perhaps, because ideas and ideologies have had a very strong impact on history. When I say ideologies, I include religions, going back to Confucius, to Buddha, to Moses and the Pentateuch or the Torah, going back to Jesus of Nazareth and the Apostle Paul, going back to Mohammed, etc. I mean, it is true, the ideas, not necessarily what you call the pen, the ideas have probably marked history as much or maybe more than the sword. And many times the sword, las armas, are a result of religion or other ideologies, communism, socialism, anarchism, capitalism. Los ismos, the ideologies, have also provoked millions and millions of deaths. And that's not weapons, that's the pen again, the spoken word. So it's a very interesting subject, Eduardo. Very interesting. Luis, Richard, could you talk with some minister about why not your method in public schools? The public authorities don't like me, I think, because I'm a gunslinger. A gunslinger is los famosos pistoleros del oeste. The public authorities prefer to prepare a perfect rifle, but by the time they're ready to shoot, it's too late. The target is gone. I shoot, bam, 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 bam. Yeah, they will never, because I'm from the private sector. Politicians and bureaucrats don't like the private sector. Even politicians in the right wing, many of them are professional politicians and they prefer the public sector. The political class and the bureaucratic class know what's good for us more than we do. I mean, they know what's best for you and me. And so, of course, I'm a Americanote, I'm a Guiri, I'm a Yankee who came to Spain and created a little empire. And so there's a lot of envy, envidia insana, and things like that. And also, advenedizo, de dónde ha venido este? Why? By success. Everything I have achieved has been because I was looking for the quality, how to help people improve. But the public sector is not interested in that. But nevertheless. Okay, where are we? Kevin, what's the difference between at and in? I'm at the airport, I'm in the airport. If you fall asleep and wake up, you're teletransported and you wake up. ¿Dónde estoy? Where am I? I'm in the airport. In this case, you're in the airport, not at the airport. But you're at the airport for a purpose. You're at a place for a purpose. ¿Te gusta pasar horas en una farmacia? No. You go to the pharmacy, or the chemist, said the British. You go to buy aspirin or to buy with the prescription drugs or over-the-counter drugs. So you're at the pharmacy. You're not, yes, but coincidentally, you're in the pharmacy too. In order to be at the pharmacy and buy something, you need to be in the pharmacy. In is, for example, siempre uso el ejemplo del perro. La última vez que fui a una farmacia, había un perro durmiendo en el suelo, un perro grande, que era del dueño, porque por lo visto protege al dueño si alguien quiere robar productos fármacos. Now, the dog was in the pharmacy. I was at the pharmacy. If you say, yesterday there was a dog at the pharmacy, people will laugh. Because people are imagining a dog standing with its paws on the counter saying, a box of aspirin, please. So it's impossible for a dog to be at the pharmacy. It can only be in the pharmacy. And I can be in the pharmacy too if I sit down and say, hey, I like this place. Excuse me, Mr. Pharmacist, can I stay here for a few minutes? In this case, I'm in the pharmacy. I'm not at the pharmacy because I'm not there for a purpose. Children are at school. Now, if the mother visits the school, she's in the school. Because mothers don't go to school. The mothers go to school to speak to the principal, to speak to the teacher. And so the mother or the father can be in the school. The children are at school. You're at a place for a purpose. Otherwise, you would not be in that place. You're at the airport to check in your luggage and to catch a plane. Or you're at the airport to get your luggage and to catch a taxi. And so that's it. You're at the airport. Now, the people working there in the airport. But if you wake up in the middle of an airport, you're in the airport. You're not at the airport because you were not. What am I doing in the airport? I've woken up in the middle of an airport terminal. I'm in the airport. And so I'll catch a taxi and go home. But you're not at the airport. So at is for a purpose. In is physical reality. All right? More or less. Okay. What's it between at and in? La regla del atonin. Yes, which one is correct? Both are correct, depending. Mahmoud. Hey, Richard. Nice to see you live. En vivo, en directo. Your course has helped me a lot to learn English. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. And Julieta Bolzoni. I wonder, are you from Italy, Juliet? A pleasure to listen to you. Wow. A pleasure to know you're listening to me. All right. I've given you 12 extra minutes for free. ¿Os lo merecéis? Do you deserve it? Do you deserve extra time? I don't know. Maybe I feel a little bit bad because I was planning to teach the present perfect and I didn't do it. You guys keep distracting me. People like Gemma. She's a nurse. Yeah, Gemma. So, as I'm a nurse, yes, you work in a hospital or in the hospital. But when somebody calls, where are you? I'm at the hospital now. I'm at the hospital. Because if you say, ¿Dónde está? Oye, Gemma, yes, are you at the hospital now? Yeah, I'm at the hospital working. Where are you? Physically in the hospital, of course. Mariola, how are you? Today I'm going to disintegrate. Yes, well, dematerialize. You can use teleportation and you can disintegrate into atoms and then come back together. By the hot weather. Well, where are you writing from? If the weather is hot, you must be, let's see, we're at the end of October, which means you're at the end of April. If you're in the southern hemisphere. Yes, the equivalent of April. Let's see. January and July. February, August. March, September, April, October. So, in the southern hemisphere, it's the equivalent of the end of April. So you're in the middle of the springtime. Younger than springtime, are you? Softer than starlight, are you? Very pretty song. Yes, so you're going to disintegrate into little pieces. By the hot weather, no. Because of the hot weather. Debido a, por culpa de. Because of the hot weather. Yes, it's about because. I say because. But I think 70% of the English-speaking people say because. What do you say, because? Because. But then if you take out be, they say the cause. No, they say the cause. Yes, to fight for a noble cause. Because the cause is noble. ¿Por qué luchas por esa causa? Porque la causa es noble. Why do you fight for that cause? In my form, I said because the cause is noble. But Rob would say because the cause is noble. So I think in Texas we talk better English. We talk it the right way. Okay. All right. Where are we? Mariola, you are from Gran Canaria. Okay. The weather's hot down there in the Canary Islands. Most people don't know that the Canary Islands, las Islas Canarias, significa las islas de los canes, de los perros. Because when the early Europeans, when they first arrived, apparently there were a lot of dogs, and they call it Isla de los Canes, Canarias. Islas Canarias. Okay, canines, the island of the canines. All right. And Mariola is from Granada. Wait a minute. Who's from Granada? Who's from the Canary Islands?
Mariola's from Granada.
No, perdona, Gran Canaria. Yes, from Gran Canaria. That's Las Palmas de Gran Canaria. Are you from the capital, from Las Palmas? All right. Kevin, it is difficult to you to understand the other Richard. It's difficult. Is it difficult for you? Richard Brown? Yeah, it's impossible. Yeah. Richard Brown and me. I mean, I swear, every time he says something to me, I would say 60% of the time, come again? I say come again always. Ven otra vez means, me lo repites, mande? Come again? Because he's from London, and London people speak like a metralleta, like a machine gun, in ráfagas, and they speak in bursts, machine gun bursts. And they, what can we do? I'm in a bit of a hurry. Excuse me. I said I was in a bit of a hurry. You know what? I'm in a bit of a hurry. Oh, okay. You're in a bit of a hurry. Sí, tengo un poco de prisa. All right, that's typical of Londoners, and I have trouble understanding them. All right, Pilar is from Javea. Okay. Yes. And Mara, it is difficult to pronounce herd. Bueno, okay, con esto voy a terminar. He oído, I've heard that the birds in burn. Let's see. Learn, okay. E-A-R-N, learn, earn. Escuchar la pronunciación. Pájaro, bird. Aprender, learn. Quemar, burn. Aprende a quemar los pájaros en Berna de Suiza. La capital de Suiza es Berna. Aprendí a quemar pájaros en Berna. ¿Dónde aprendiste a quemar pájaros? I learned to burn birds and burn. Suena igual. En británico diría, I learned to burn birds and burn. And so here we have 4 different words, radically different in their spelling. Learn, learn en británico. Learn to quemar, burn escrito, pronunciado burn. Birds, o sea, pájaros, birds. Y Berna, burn, is the capital of Switzerland. I learned to burn birds and burn. Where did you learn to burn birds? I learned to burn birds and burn too. And my British friend, oh yes, I learned to burn birds and burn. That sounds like Richard Brown now. Learn to burn birds and burn. So remember, the pronunciation, of course, and heard, oí, I heard that you learned to burn birds and burn. I'm getting confused myself. I heard. Hear, heard. British, hear, heard, more or less. Hood. Suena a capó del coche o capucha. Riding Robin Hood. I heard that Robin Hood. How do you say that?
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood. All right. Okay, listen. No more messages because I have to go. I'm sorry, it's Las Palmas de Gran Canaria. Okay. All right. That's from Mariola. Yeah. And Victor Hugo, Richard, if you visit Chile someday, I can invite you to visit Santa Rita Vineyard and drink some good Chilean wine. It's excellent. You work in the, wow, que suerte. You can drink wine every day. Well, for free, probably. Pilar, ha ha ha. What did I say before? She's laughing about something, Rob. And Mahmoud. Hi, Richard. Could you please explain the grammar in this example a little bit for us? It's time. I'm not sure if I understand. It's time he accepts the fact. Okay, it's A. Ya es hora de que él acepte el hecho de que nunca tendrá éxito como músico de rock. Es hora, o ya es hora de que se dé cuenta, o sea, que acepte que nunca tendrá éxito como músico de rock. It's time he accepts. En español se usa el presente del subjuntivo, que acepte. Ya es hora de que acepte. En inglés no, ya es hora de que acepta. We use the indicative, not the subjunctive. So it's time he accepts. No usamos el futuro he will, ni el pasado accept. Both are correct. He accepted. Ya era hora de que aceptase. Ahora sí. Si dice ya era hora de que aceptara, both are correct. A and C are correct. It depends, because in Spanish you get ya es hora de que acepte, ya era hora de que aceptara. You understand? And in English we start both sentences with it's about time, or it's time. It's time he accepted. I think the British would probably say accepted. And the Americans would probably say accepts. It's time he accepts the fact. Ya es hora de que acepte. So I think American English is closer to Spanish in this case. If it's a current thing, ya es hora de que acepte porque no ha aceptado todavía. For example, si, ya es hora de que venga. No ha venido. Que ya es hora de que venga. Él. It's about time he comes. Ahora, si aparece, yo diría, ya era hora de que vinieras, macho. It's about time you came. We stay with it's about time is the same in both cases. In American English, we would say, si no ha venido, ya es hora de que venga. ¿Dónde está? Ya es hora de que venga. It's about time he comes or arrives. The British would say came. It's about time he, in both cases. Que viniera o que venga. In English, in American English, we use present and past. Mariola, I love that. No sé lo que es lo que tenga. I burn birds and burn. Okay. I don't like You don't like to burn birds. You don't like to burn birds, Pilar. That's okay. I mean, strange people. Pilar doesn't like to burn birds, Rob. Me neither. Neither do I. Cesar, idol Richard. No quiero ídolos. Okay. And yes, thank you very much. No more. It's been a pleasure. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the rain when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. So long.